Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Welcome student to lecture number 15, part 3 of the introduction to computing course. So in the previous two parts, we were discussing how to use Adobe XD for making different shapes, for drawing different shapes, and what are artboards. So today we are going to continue that part. So previously we discussed how to create and manage artboards, and we also discussed how to use or how to create different triangles, squares, etc. Today inshallah we are going to discuss what are lines, how to draw them, what are ellipse, what are polygons, pen tool, and how to add text to the artboard. So with that, let me straight away jump to my Adobe XD. I'm going to go to the home screen, and I'm going to create a new project for the web design. So let me maximize the screen, and let me also maximize this artboard. So there we have it. So in the previous class we discussed rectangle. So just as you insert rectangles, you can also insert these ellipse. So you just click on it, and if you just click and drag, you will see this shape, ellipse type shape. So it is not a perfect circle, but if you want to draw a perfect circle, you can select it, hold down the shift key, and you will see that now you are drawing a perfect circle. So just as you can play with the rectangle, you can increase or decrease the size. You can place them anywhere. You will see that as you move around, the width, the x and y coordinates also changes. Let me fill some color in order to show that something is happening. Okay, so if if I rotate it at 30 degree, so you will see that it is rotating. But if you click here and just drag it, so you can also rotate it, and you can also see that at which angle it is rotating. So you can increase the size, you can rotate it, place it anywhere. Okay, so with that, okay, so these are the height and y-axis. Let me very quickly add a radial gradient. Okay, and now you can see that. Okay, let me just okay, the darker area is here and the light part is here. So now if I click it, I can flip it horizontal. So you can see I am flipping it horizontally. Now the light part is here. If you again click it, so this is horizontal flip. You can also flip it vertically. You can scroll it horizontally or vertically. and you can like scroll it both horizontal and vertically. And then we have like a rectangle tool. We have other attributes such as the opacity, the border color. So let me give it a red border color, and let me increase the size to 30 so you can see that border. And we have dashes for the border. Let me add 10, and let me add a gap of 20 so you can see that there are like these are the dashes and gap is 20. And similarly, if you zoom in, you can like see these borders. So borders are not applicable because you know we have this ellipse shape and it has no corners, so that's why you cannot see them. But you can add shadow to the x-axis, so you can see this shadow color. I'm going to change it to red, so you can see. And you can also add some shadow at y-axis, and this is what your ellipse looks like. And these are the different like attributes. So similarly you can duplicate it by Control D, and you can like also copy it from Control C and paste it as Control V. And then you have another shape which is a line. Just click on it and you can like draw a line, a straight line. So if you hold down, if you click this selection button and if you hold down the shift key, you will see that you can like change the direction of line at every 45 degree angle. Okay, so you can bring it anywhere and you will see the width and the height of this line. So let me check out the height. So a height attribute is normally not applicable to this line, but you can like add some angle. So you see that now the line is positioned at 40 angle. So let me make it 90. So this is a 90 angle, and from here you can increase the width of that line, and you can similarly change the color. Always select to change the attribute of that line. You can like apply background blur, apply a shadow color, and if I like zoom in, select it, and you will see these different types of edges. So this one is projecting cap, this one is a round cap, and this one is butt cap. So it's up to you which one you choose. This looks fine to me. Here is another tool which you can use. You can like select any color from anywhere. Like if you want to select this blue color, just click it and that line will become like it will take that color. Okay, so with that we have another similar type of a shape which is called polygon. just click it, and if once again you hold down the shift key, you will get a perfect triangle. And then you can play with it. You can like change it to circle by holding down this small circle. You can increase or decrease the size. You can rotate it. You can also like make it a star, like from holding this icon in this small circle area. And similarly you can fill it with any color. Okay, this looks fine. And then here are some interesting attributes. The rest of them are similar to the other attributes we discussed for the square, for the ellipse, and for the polygon. So these are the total number of edges or corners. So if I increase it to 5, so you will see a pentagon. If I make it 10, so you will see another shape. So let me, for the sake of experiment, make it 100, so you will see a round shape. Let me once again make it to 5 or 3, so you have a triangle. And I mean these attributes are really applicable to circle or to square. So let me see what does this attribute do. So we are going to make it 70%. So you can see that a star, you have make a star. If I increase the corners, and then if I make it 100%, so this is a pentagon. But if I make it 40%, so you can convert it to a star. Similarly, we have these other attributes. So this is how you can add ellipse, a polygon, a line, and here is an interesting tool called a pen. So this is like very flexible, and if you want to add any diagram that you want, so you can just click and click and just click around, and then if you click at the starting point, you will get this shape. You can always change this shape. You can like change the shape angle. If you like click here, so this line appears, and you can just play around with it. Okay, you have to double click, so you can see that you can get any shape that you desire. So let me just select it. And so here we have, okay, I have selected the entire artboard. Okay, now we have selected that pen tool. Give it some color, and the rest of the attributes are similar to that of the circle, star, etc. So we have borders, we have fill color, blend mode, normal, darken. So you can just experiment around with it. So this has totally like vanished. So let me click normal. So this is how you can add different color. Remember that this is a very handy tool, the color picker. You can just select it, click any color that you want, and that shape will be filled with that particular color. Okay, in the next part we will be going to discuss this text tool, we have already discussed the artboards, and this is the zoom tool where you can zoom in and zoom out of your artboard. You can also uh, uh, add figure over here, for example 200% or 100%, so that change or zoom will be reflected on your artboard. So let me make it 50, or even I can, like on my touchpad, I can decrease this zooming and increase it. Okay, so with that, let me bring this artboard to, okay, the y-axis. Let me make it 50. Okay, so you can select these multiple um, shapes by just click and drag. So all these are all the shapes. This is path, polygon, line one. Give them meaningful name. But if you click Control G, so you have like encapsulate all of them in one group. So this is group one. So once again you can change the name, so basic shapes. So if you click on this folder, you will see other shapes that you have worked with. You can also change the name of these shapes. So vertical line, you can hide it, unlock it, you can mark it for export. So we are going to discuss all these details later on, but for now this is how you work with the basic shapes. There are many other details that we are going to study. So I'll see you in the next lecture. Till then, Allah Hafiz and take